When an individual decides to move to a new place, there are a couple of things that have to be taken into consideration: the budget, the salary, and the cost of living. If you throw all of that out the window, you will get endless options of different places at different price points. And if I were you, I'd pick the most luxurious and prestigious places to live. Today we've rounded up the world's top 10 most luxurious places to live in, so stick around to find out what our number 1 choice is. But first, show your support by hitting that like and subscribe button. Number 10. Sydney. Starting off our list at the top 10 most luxurious places to live around the world, we have Sydney. The most populous city in Australia, Sydney was ranked the 11th most expensive city in the world. You can explore the luxury experience in Sydney in so many different ways. It takes an average of $10,000 to move to Harbour City in Sydney for a single person, and that doesn't even include the cost of food, transport, and entertainment. The demand for housing has been growing tremendously the past few years, resulting in the high prices of houses and apartments in the city. Number 9. Dubai. Moving on to number 9, we have Dubai. Less than 30 years ago, Dubai was nothing more than a remote desert and a fishing village. And less than 13 years ago, the Dubai Marina didn't even exist. It's mind-numbing how the city transformed from what it used to be to what it is now. The thriving metropolis is now known for its extravagant and soaring skyscrapers and shopping malls. Although the cost of living in Dubai isn't as high as some entries on this list, it's still up there compared to the rest of the cities in the world. With apartment rental prices paid upfront for the year, it can cost up to 210,000 AED or $57,000 to rent an apartment at Palm Jumeirah. As for a villa at the Palm Jumeirah fronts, a yearly contract can cost up to $114,000. Number 8. Avenue Montaigne, Paris. Up next at number 8, we have the street of Avenue Montaigne in Paris. The street was originally called Widow's Alley, as widows gathered there to mourn the loss of their loved ones. But as of the 18th century, the street has dramatically transformed into one of the most luxurious places to live in. One of the most notable figures that have lived on the street was the German-American singer and actress Marlene Dietrich. It boasts many high-fashion stores and upscale establishments, such as the Plaza Athénée Hotel. Monthly apartment rentals on the Avenue Montaigne can range between $17,000 and $20,500. Number 7. Fifth Avenue, New York. Coming up at number 7, we have Fifth Avenue located in Manhattan, New York. Fifth Avenue was mainly a residential area since its construction, but in the early 20th century, during the late 19th century, it was nicknamed Millionaire's Row because the upper-class citizens began building mansions on the stretch of Fifth Avenue. It's lined with luxurious and prestigious boutiques and was ranked the most expensive shopping street in the world. Brands such as Louis Vuitton, Emmanuel Arnault, Versace, Bulgari, as well as tens of other high-fashion brands all have boutiques lined between the 49th and 60th Street. As for the cost to rent a place for a month on Fifth Avenue, it ranges from $19,500 to $21,000. Number 6. Oshenko Street, Russia. Known as Moscow's Golden Mile, we have Oshenko Street at number 6. The street has a long history that shows in its detailed architecture. It's lined with a mix of both modern and historic buildings as well as luxury structures. It's a walking distance from many of Russia's historical sites, such as the Cathedral of Christ and the Kremlin. It's one of the most expensive streets in the world to live in, with only celebrities, top managers, and people of high authorities living there. The average price per square meter for residential space is $29,000, which is more expensive than both Fifth Avenue and Avenue Montaigne. To own an apartment on the street, be prepared to spend a minimum of $800,000 to $7 million. Number 5. Roma Zeno Hill. A short drive from Porto Cervo in Italy, we have Roma Zeno Hill at number 5. The private terminal of the airport of the island is usually bustling with people, which gives away what type of people live on Roma Zeno Hill. Built on Sardinia's northeast coastline, the town's history began in 1960 when Prince Karim Aga Khan saw the island and immediately fell in love with it. He had a vision of creating a high-end holiday destination, and his vision came to life in the shape of Roma Zeno Hill. Property prices are sky-high on the exclusive cost, and it costs around $20,500 to $24,000 per month to live there. Number 4. Patterson Hill. Located in Singapore, we have Patterson Hill at number 4. Home to Facebook co-founder Eduardo Severin and former Miss Singapore Rachel Coombe, Patterson Hill is also where the first Hermes apartment in the world was built. Hermes is a French high-fashion luxury goods brand that's known for its expensive Birkin bags that can cost up to $300,000. The Mark, which is the apartment complex where Hermes' apartment is, consists of 66 units. Each unit in the building is sold for $23 to $29 million. If you want to take it to the next level, the 21 Anguilla Park apartment complex, located in Singapore as well, was sold for $32 to $42 million per apartment. Number 3. Avenue General de Gaulle. At number 3, we have the Avenue General de Gaulle, located in Lebanon. The avenue was named in honor of the French president Charles de Gaulle and is home to one of the most luxurious hotels in Lebanon. Notable residents of the street include Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie, Paul Allen, and Charlie Chaplin. The peninsula of Cap Ferret in the avenue is the world's most expensive non-urban location and one of the most sought-after pieces of land. The cost of properties in Avenue General de Gaulle can range between $45,000 to $57,000. Number 2. The Peak Neighborhood. At number 2, we have the Peak neighborhood located in Hong Kong. The Peak is an exclusive neighborhood for the wealthiest. Perched on the highest point of Hong Kong Island, the average price of a luxury house ranges between $7.7 to $13 million. Townhouses in the neighborhood can cost up from $40 million to $100 million. Number 1. Monte Carlo. Lastly, at number 1, we have Monte Carlo in Monaco. It's a known fact that living in Monaco is synonymous with living in an extremely expensive place. It's home to luxury yachts, expensive homes and residential apartments, prestigious hotels, and casinos. It's in fact so luxurious that it has been visited by the royal family as well as celebrities and millionaires from all over the world. The penthouse in the Odeon Tower is one of the most expensive, if not the most expensive penthouse in the world. The penthouse occupies the 45th to the 49th floor of the tower, and it was sold for $387 million. Thank you for watching and hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Also, don't forget to check out our other lists of luxurious places and items around the world on our channel, the 10 Most Luxurious Around the World.